Hello, how are you guys doing? Still loading up what we got going, and it's been a couple of days, so we'll see how this goes. Hey, Tiki. Short time, no see, I guess. Anyway, how are you guys doing? KUSO is a good game, says Flustered. Well, it just so happens that a friend of mine worked on it. So, caveat before we get started, actually. And it's not an EA-sponsored stream. Yeah. KUSO is a game made by my friend, Fred. Not Fred from Vinesauce, but a different Fred. He helped me get onboarded when I moved into from Curse to Screenwave. He was a channel manager guy, and yeah, he's I think the programmer for it. He was showing it off at TMG. You may have caught a chance to play it. It seems good, but it also seems like the kind of game that would make me really pissed off. I do recall him saying something along the lines that KUSO means shit in Japanese, and I believe it's meant to be one of those kind of kaizo games that will absolutely piss you off. I don't think it's an unfortunate name. I think he intentionally did that. Anyway, so there's your caveat, just so you know. In summary, my friend made this, and so if I like it or say anything nice about it, and he also gave me a free copy of it, if I say anything nice about it, it might be because, you know, of that relationship we have. Full disclosure, there, go. Play game. Listen to this fucking awesome music that you can't hear yet, but you will. Give me a sec. Real minimal aesthetic here. Swin, thank you for resubbing. Screen got a little jacked from, there we go. How are the sound levels right now? Toxic, thank you for 33 months of support. There we go. I'm gonna bring the sound levels down on the game a bit. There we go. Doesn't that mean shit in Japanese? It does. 10 months of support. Thank you. The Homicidal. Now, I need to turn off Steam Friends. There we go. Can I use this music in an upcoming porn I'm making? I think you'd have to ask the creators about that. Let's look at that real quick. I don't normally... Oh, wait. We can't just go to the credits? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be bad if I can't... Okay, I'm having a hard time with the credits screen. Okay. So... There's Fred. Soundtrack by James Bennett. Produced and advised by Jacob. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but cool. I was able to beat the credits. There you go. Promotional art by... Oh, wow. He did the VG Cats guy. Wow, I haven't thought about that guy in a long time. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Okay, so how this game works is with X or B, you can set up a checkpoint, so that way you don't have to redo things. But hopefully you don't set it so that way you screw yourself. Really digging the music, man. You know it's gonna be a rough game if I'm dying on the credits screen. Like, this isn't even a proper level, it's just here. Oh. I think you have infinite numbers of deaths, but, am I trying to go here? No, I think I'm probably trying to go down here. Okay, can I, like, worm my way through these things, or is that just it? Oh god, there, you can get through, jeez. Thank you for playing KUSO. I hope it's everything you wanted it or needed it to be. Be safe. 5-8. I believe in you. Okay, I guess that's the end? I don't know where the, It does seem like a game that KOI would tell me about, but no, actually, I know, the dev. Okay, so where's the exit? Is there an exit to the title screen, or is that just it? I think this is probably just it. probably not a way to beat the title screen, is there? Thank you, Eternal Lineage, for resubbing. 9 months in a row. Thank you so much, friend. And I guess I should thank Tiki as well for, go right. There he is. He's in chat. And so he can actually get mad at me for being really dumb. Is this better than Sonic Forces? Haven't played it enough to know, but maybe. Sonic Forces is an okay 3D Sonic game, all things considered, as far as I know. Oh, no. No, we're playing Unlimited. No. Fuck that, dude. Vero Punch, thank you for 17 months of support. Okay, this is what he had shown off at TMG, if you remember that. And I remember Tilda laughing at me for screwing this up a whole bunch. Hey. I might. And he made one other game before this, and I think it was called Love. So, first Love, then Shit. Which is an interesting... Oh no. There we go. And I recall this entire area just being a ball there. As I get more coffee in me, I'll do better, I'm sure. There we go. I just sort of assume that I'm going to screw things up, so I'm just going to be saving a lot. It's like save states, except for it's built into the game. And you don't have to press buttons, it just does it. Can I be, like, ultra cool and just... Yeah, I can. I can be ultra cool. And it would be cooler if I could do it in the first try rather than all messed up like I did. Okay, so that's gonna be a thing. Oh no. Almost screwed myself up. I guess you could probably put, like, a... Excuse you. You could probably put a point in the way, like, on this, and then die. I'm not sure who's gonna end up raging more at the end of this, me or Fred. How much does this game cost? I believe he's in chat, so he can actually tell you, but I believe it's like 5? So I need to be running... There we go. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep running at it until it works. Aren't you glad I didn't go with a limited number of lives? Yes. It was on sale, I think, for like 10 cents cheaper, but yeah. $5 on Steam and also on Twitch. Oh, right, I forgot about that. You can buy it on Twitch, and then I get some money. I think it's a good deal for like $5. Especially if you like this kind of thing, and if you're into speedrunning, this seems like the kind of game that would be ultra enjoyable. Oh, that was a... I tried to actually save in that spot, so it's a good thing that it stopped me from doing so. Nah. There we go. I think you can only save once you're hitting the ground. Ah. Hey! That was the trick. Just get wide enough. And then those just bounce you up. Not too rage-inducing yet. I feel like it's the kind of game that would, though. Oh, that's the alarm to let me know to stop. I said, okay, I'll do art until 5, and then my camera ran out of battery. I'm working on another arcade, and so I can only art as much as I have battery and memory. The pro plays. Oh. Don't ask why that happened. Just don't. I was like pressing the other buttons to see if anything happened, and apparently nothing does happen, and I think I accidentally hit the D-pad when doing that. Buy hype? Yeah, I haven't had that happen before, so thank you, Tiki, for buying it. This is gonna be this is gonna be fun. I can tell already. Oh no. I like overcompensated, so I don't want to hit the flame, but if I kind of bounce on the side, is that gonna like, no. Okay, I'm safe right here. I can't save here though, so I need to like go as soon as the fire's coming back, right? No, fuck. I think I just need to have a rhythm with it, you know? Like, no. Not like that. This is why I didn't want to do lives. This is exactly why I didn't want to do lives, because I knew there would be some shenanigans like this. I don't know why it thinks I'm... I mean, yeah, if you want to listen to some random-ass metal, Moobot wants you to listen to it. I don't... That's not the soundtrack we're listening to. We're listening to the soundtrack from the game. Moobot just likes to do that sometimes. Just like, hey, we're doing art, apparently. Okay. Get good, Rev? I'm very much trying to. I'm playing with the controller. I don't think you need to, but... It does seem like it's a good idea to. Fuck. I mean, I get the idea. I get what I need to be doing here, but the problem is, and you'll notice this, I'm really shit at video games, and so I can't. There we go. Did it. Oh, God. So that wasn't the way to do it. Just... Maybe put this one back a little bit so that way I can just... okay, I could save there. I got this. Moobot just likes metal. Yeah, Moobot wants to tell you guys about Motorhead. Yeah, I think it's probably fine to play with a keyboard and a controller, or just like a keyboard and a controller. You could play it with both. It just seems like shit to do so. Pick one or the other, like most games. No worries. If you guys have any questions about the game, ask the Bandcast in chat. He's Fred, so he will know more about this game than I do because, you know, he made it and whatever. I like to play this game with like a Guitar Hero controller, a VR, like a PSVR Move controller. And, I don't know, maybe like a movement pedal for DDR, and like a single acceleration pedal from a steering wheel. Should make things nice and easy. Reminds me back to the Skeleton Kings. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna... I was like, I'll try it, and if I get through, cool. If I don't, then I'll just die. The soundtrack is really good. Okay. Overextended just a bit there, but it's okay. I worked it out. Nope. I feel like there's enough feedback on everything that I don't feel like it's the game's fault for me sucking. Though I'm going to blame it on that, because otherwise, you know, I'm just gonna... There we go. Just... I think there's a kill button, but I don't know what it is, and there's enough things trying to kill me already that I don't need to figure it out. Not to mention the fact that I'm just kind of crap at this game, so... You know, there's that. Really? There we go. Why is the kill button on the controller? There we go. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's not even like a jump that needs to be a problem. Some of these are issues that I'm creating for myself. Just cheat a little bit and just skip some. See, even Maybe it's easier to just go the way the game intended instead. Yeah, it might be. Fuck. Oh, good. It destroys your... Oh, no. Oh, no! It destroys your save point if you put it on a spot where you'd get killed if you were standing there. Oh, no. I mean, I guess that's good so you don't soft lock the game, but also... Oh, no. Will I be doing anything after this as well? Yeah, probably. Probably a little bit of this, and then maybe a little bit of Sonic Forces, and we'll just see how the night takes us. We'll see how frustrated I get. I'm already a little bit tense, but the music is good enough to make me just feel like, yeah. I know there's... What game is it that, like, once you touch a platform, like, that's your new save spot? I remember there being a game like that, and it was really, really frustrating. Can I do it while in air die? Yeah, I can. Cool. That'll save me some... See, like, there I can just die instantly, so I don't have to... For fuck's sake. Oh wait, that was the wrong button. I pressed the save button, or what I thought was the save button, and it was the kill button instead, which is good. Aha. This might be a problem. Flower glove run. Just, we're coming up with dumber and dumber move mechanics for this game. We could just play it normally. That would work. Like, you could play it with any of the intended controls rather than using, like, joy to key to get some really jacked up control scheme going. That's also an option. The speedruns of this game have been intense. I'm sure they have been, dude. Jesus Christ. I don't even know how you would do that. I mean, this is definitely like a speedrunner's game. This is not a game for a scrub like me. I was not built for this kind of... Can I? No. I wanted that to be a thing that allowed me to, like, get to a secret area that wasn't this area, because I hate this area right now, and I just don't want to be involved with that at all. This will work eventually. And I can't even, I mean, I guess I could, like, if I'm good enough, get on maybe on one of the edges of these guys and then just do this and just have, like, I'm climbing up slowly. Because now I'm there. I don't even have to make those jumps, which are just as deadly as, like, but also I have to be careful not to do it in such a way that gets me fucked. Aha. The one pixel that I can stand on. Oh. Twitch plays KUSO. Okay. I like the different death animation. Like, the plot isn't important. I don't think there is plot to this game. If there is, I missed it. I didn't play the how-to. We're just trying to get to the end of levels. There we go. Ah! So far, so good. Hate this already. But it's okay. Okay. There we go. Now... I wonder if I can go... Is there invisible walls here? Or no, that's actually just how tall you can jump. So that's not like a secret area over there as much as I want it to be. Again, so I don't have to deal with whatever this is. Because I know it's going to be bullshit, but it's actually fine. No. Okay. Oh. That last level was not too bad. This one... I kind of hate this level as well. I hate this thing you've made, man. It's like anywhere safe under this. Oh god, that tripped my eyes out so bad. I'm overthinking. I am indeed. But that's how I do. I don't know what just happened. I'm sure that's the speedrunner's path, and I'm sure this is how you do a speedrun, except for, like, the really shit way. This is how you would speedrun this game if you were totally incompetent. Maybe you put it that way. This is basically just playing the game as normal, I think. A speed death, if you will. Like, I'm doing accidentally what I think is the right thing, but not in a way that actually makes me feel good, like I know what I'm doing. In a way that's just like, well, I guess that happened and I'm just gonna roll with it. I shouldn't probably mention it, because then you guys will think that I'm actually good at video games, and that would be great. This is gonna be shenanigans, isn't it? This is not just about getting up there. Oh no. Okay, so it's like... There we go. You gotta kind of like time it with the... Reminds me of like, was it Bubble Man stage in Mega Man 2? This section where you have to like just drop just right or else you die. Super cool. Super cool that you did that. And I assume that these are deadly as well. I just saved? Yes, it is. Okay, good to know. Good to know. And then the walls are also deadly as well. And then the balls are also deadly. And the balls are deadly. And the spikes are deadly. The spikes are, again, I've double-checked, they are deadly. No more deaths from here on out. That one was intentional. I just wanted to double-check that yeah. And the spikes are still deadly. And the ball is still deadly. And the spikes are still deadly. Just so we know, both are deadly. I'm just going to show you again so you notice. You know. See? The ball is deadly. But now you know, so I don't have to show you again. And these things, they're deadly as well, just so you can tell. I've done that so you can see it. So now you know. That's deadly. Averaging about 2 deaths per second. Well, most of them are unintentional, I'm gonna say. I mean, intentional. Yeah, sorry, Moobot is really hardcore about, links. Ah. All the deaths are intentional, true, yes. So, again, these balls, deadly, just so you know. I'm giving you gameplay tips so you know. And then these beams, most likely deadly. Let's check. They are. And then this laser thing, most likely deadly. We won't check that one. Not now. We'll check it later. That beam, confirmed deadly. But these, those are deadly. Okay, the beams are deadly. The lasers that are going across are deadly. Everything is deadly, just so you know. Gameplay tip, don't get killed, yes. Moobot is doing his best to do his job, but he's also kind of shit at it. But he does his best, he tries, he really does. Ah. Hey, Slippery Chode. What a name. What a fucking name. How are you doing? Okay. So I'm betting that the lack of a floor is also deadly. And I forgot to save back there, which is gonna be fun when I die. But I'm not gonna, because if I die, then it'll be like that, and it'll suck. So just so you know, that's what happens if you die there as well. I'm honestly not bad at this game. I'm actually quite good. See? But the floor is also deadly, just so you know. The roof is deadly. The floor is deadly. The bounce pads, they're fine. So you can watch me kind of bounce on them a little bit. But you'll notice that the everything is deadly. I'm sure that just looks like total chaos on the bitrate, doesn't it? The walls? It's just like static from a TV. I don't know what it looks like for you, but it's also deadly. Static from the TV is also deadly. It was almost like I went intentionally for the grounds, which I did, so I'm gonna go with that. Again, you can see the static. Good. Okay, good. Just a little face on that. It's good. I feel like none of these levels are particularly long or hard, but right now, neither am I. Please no. Okay, so those are, the bounce pads are now, in of themselves not deadly, but they're friends with deadly things, so there's that going on. I'm gonna drink a little bit more coffee, and we're just gonna stare at this for a minute. The game's not too long, 25 short, focus leveled. I don't know how many I am in. I might be able to beat it tonight if that's the case, because I'm actually very good at this game, as you can tell. I'm just showing off what someone who would be incompetent at this game would look like. Just so you know. Just so you know. I'm actually good. I'm actually very good. Very good. The bounce pads, again, serving as enemies themselves. See, that's me showing you again what a bad player would look like if I were one, which I'm not. And again, and that's... Most streams of this you've seen are about 45 minutes. Okay, that's perfect, because I wanted to do like an hour of this and then like an hour of something else. Probably Sonic Forces. I mean, I've already got my controller plugged in. I bought Squad the other day. It had a free weekend, and I kind of recognized that the game's probably better than it looks, or felt. I'm trying to cheat this, but it doesn't seem like I can. I'm going to keep talking about Squad so we can stop thinking about how much I'm sucking at this. But, anyway, Squad seemed alright in the free weekend, but I could tell it was kind of like back when I used to play Payday, where it was like, is my summer car still on hold? I mean, I might come back to it. I feel like I oughta. Squad is like, it's like the original Battlefield games, if you remember those, where there was like Battlefield 1942, but in alpha and made by indie devs and maybe has some hackers. I don't know. I haven't played PUBG in a while just because I've gotten really frustrated with not being able to communicate with anyone. And, Squad basically requires you to speak English and have a mic. If you don't, you can't be like head squad dude, which means that there's at least one guy on your team, pretty much for sure if you're winning, that has a mic. I'm not raging at all. This is totally fine. I'm zen right at this moment. I've been reading a lot of books about how to deal with stress, you know, going to a, you know, happy place, understanding that, you know, this is all temporary, and not getting into, like, the metaphysical parts of, like, you know, meditation, but, like, thinking about it as a conceptual thing and see everything is fine. See, I just want you to notice that gun is actually there as well. And then the bottoms of these platforms are not deadly. But this thing, it is deadly. Squad is alright, but it definitely needs a little bit of It needs a little bit of love still, I think. Squad. Okay, so... What's the fucking... What's the dealio? It's not that. That was not the dealio. That was not the dealio at all. Okay. Oh. Oh, I see. That's the dealio. Aha. Oh, okay, that's also a thing now. These are both things that I have to worry about now. Gotcha. Okay. Get the gun to shoot the door. I like how you guys instantly figured that out, but I was letting you guys figure it out. Alright, so this is as close as I can be to that and still have a save point going, because otherwise it's gonna get shot and The platforming. Are we ever gonna finish Tulip? I will get around to finishing Tulip, we'll get around to doing the Momoko stream, and we will get around to doing, more My Summer Car. Now that My Summer Car has, like, a way of gaining money that's not chopping wood, it's just hardcore gambling. Which is better. I think me gambling away all of the money I've ever made in My Summer Car might be a more interesting stream than me chopping wood for, like, 2 hours, then losing all my progress. I didn't get the girl at Tulip, no. I got a different girl, I didn't get the girl. Okay, so there's just not a way. I don't think there's an easy way to do that. It's just, you gotta... I feel like this level gets progressively harder the more you suck at it, because... those blocking platforms... Why must you do that? Anyway. You can't put a save right past the door, because this gun shoots at it. And then that gun shoots at it. So there's always going to be a gun right aiming at you in this level. Can I put it here? Is this safe? That's safe. Okay, we're good there. This is not good, though. Okay. We're making progress. Slow but steady. Progress. I wonder if the gun itself is safe. I mean, you know, the bullets are obviously not, as most bullets are. But is the gun safe to stand on? Doesn't seem as if it's a good time to check. Okay. That works. I don't think that was meant to be. I don't know, maybe with a, like, Xbox controller it'll be easier to do the driving in My Summer Car. I mean, you're supposed to have, like, a driving controller, I think, for it. Fucking really, dude? I've just taken a look at this area, and I realized that this is shenanigans. This entire area is indeed shenanigans, and it's not the good kind of shenanigans, the kind of shenanigans you get up to after, like, you've been up for slightly too long, you're hopped up on, like, Monster, and you're out with your friends, and you guys are just having a good time, and it's like 2 o'clock at night, and then you do some shit that gets you in a lot of trouble. But then to, like, break the mood, you, like, go to, like, IHOP. And then you order some weird shit at IHOP, and then the waitress is just like, whatever, I'm getting paid, like, $7.25 an hour, and it's like, it's fine. It's not that kind of shenanigans. It's the kind of shenanigans that happens when everything goes tits up. Again, that same thing, and then the cops show up at the IHOP, and they're like, hey, were you the guys that set fire to that car? And then you're like, no, it's not us. And then they're like, well, we got video proof that you did it. And then you're kind of in a weird spot because the IHOP, you know, waitress that you thought was, like, into you isn't anymore because now you've set fire to a car, and then they're weirded out, and then it's just... $7.25 is minimum wage in Texas, yes. Technically, it can get down to, like, 3 if you're a waitress, but that's, like, with extraordinary circumstances. Okay, so anyway, that was the story. Did that happen to me? No, I'm just telling stories because it's easier to tell a story than actually be involved with what's going on right now. Because what's going on right now is a huge blade. You got like a Beyblade and then like some water squishing up. And see, everything is fine because there's not a gun anymore. Just like said hypothetical IHOP situation, it's made much better when no one has a gun. And it's made considerably worse once you realize a gun is involved. Got in a fight with a guy outside of in like a Whataburger parking lot once. I think I talked about it on stream. It's like after me and Tilda went to the Trail of Lights, it's like this thing in Austin where like you can go and I don't know, like they have like Christmas lights set up and you walk through them and it's really beautiful and nice and it's a really good date idea because it's really cheap. Zarka, thank you for 2 months of support. But we get a pedicab to take us back to this is just bullshit, isn't it? I'm dead. Hey, I'm not dead. Anyway, we get a pedicab to take us back to our car because it's like we've been walking. The Trail of Lights is like a walking trail that they've put Christmas lights up. And they're really shit looking, you know? Most of them. But they're kind of like shit in a really funny way, so it's okay. Like, there's this one strawberry that Tilda especially likes, and she thinks it's, like, the funniest thing in the world. A pedicab is, like, a bike attached to, like, a rickshaw. I will check the art once I'm done with the stream, for sure. Anyway, we're taking the pedicab back, and, you know, it's cold, so we're under a blanket that he's provided us, and we're kind of snuggling, because that's what you do on a date, right? But then I find a way to kill myself. No, but then he starts talking about like his, you know, like, oh, I only do the pedicab stuff around this time of year. Most of the time I live in Vegas. And I'm like, that's cool. And what's going on in Vegas? And he's like, oh, that's where my girlfriend lives. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad that, you know, you got that going on in your life, you know? And we're both like thinking about getting hot chocolate and stuff. And he's like, yeah, she's a stripper. Like, we're not really dating, but, like, we got a thing going. And so it's at that point that, like, the entire night takes a really drastic, like, 180. It's a weird time. How cold is cold for you? It's, like, 40. Turns out that he basically is just a sugar daddy for this stripper in Vegas, and it's working out for them, but, like, he was going into, like, really explicit detail about, like, random things that they would do, like having sex in the shower, and it was just really awkward at that point. Because what was a sweet date at that point turned into, like, just a shit show. Because it was just like, this guy was talking about that. Anyway, he drops us off at the Whataburger parking lot, and he's like, that'll be like $30. And it's like, that's, for those of you that don't know, incredibly more expensive than a pedicab than it ever should be. I'd pay like 20 bucks for a pedicab, you know? He also ran us through a few stoplights. Like, he ran red lights in, like, 4-way intersections. Like, 4 ways going one way, 4 ways going another way. So it was like, we almost got hit several times. It was pretty awful. And he's all the time talking about, like, his stripper girlfriend's hot ass in the bathtub. And it's like, I don't want to know this. So I hand him like a 20, and he's like, no, it's 30. And I'm like, no, it says 20 on your cab. That's, you know, it's like 10 plus tip. You know, it's a good tip. It might have been 15 plus a $5 tip, something like that. Okay, this is... Just go ahead and die. And I could tell he wanted to, like, throw hands, which is a new phrase that I've learned recently, and I love. Because it makes it sound like you're doing something much more enjoyable, like you're playing patty cake or something, but you're not. You're about to punch a dude. Throw hands. It means to, like, punch a dude. But it kind of sounds like you would, like, take your hands off like you would gloves and then just throw them. That's definitely not a new phrase. It's new to me, okay? Is it like jazz hands? Yeah, we were about to do jazz hands at each other in the parking lot of the Whataburger because I wasn't paying him as much as he wanted. And, like, I get it. Like, there was a huge line for pedicabs. But, like, also, he did almost kill us, and he was telling us about his stripper girlfriend. So I paid him, like, you know, 50% tip plus, like, you know, what he asked or whatever. And it's just like, okay, please let me go. It was like a 30% tip. I don't know. I just had a $20 bill, and it was the right amount. Something like that. This is not going to be fun, isn't it? The soundtrack is on sale with the deluxe edition for this, right? I did the thing. There was like one time I could jump there, and I chose the exact time to not do it. The collector's edition might be worth getting. It's good. I mean, I get it, but... I should probably not be this down low, because then I have less options of where I can jump to, but it's... Anyway, I ended up not fighting the dude in the parking lot, but he was like, hey, you could just go inside and, like, buy a Coke and get some change back and you know, whatever. And I'm like, dude, like, no, just take the money. The ending of that story was that I didn't get into a fist fight with a guy in a Whataburger parking lot. Whataburger, for those of you that don't know, in case you need that described as well, it's like McDonald's, but Texas, and also we're really proud of it, but it's actually kind of just mediocre in comparison to, like, actual burgers you could get at a good burger place. It's sort of like slightly better than McDonald's. It's not bad, it's just not good. Like, it's not as good as every Texan makes it out to be. What is a parking lot? It's a place where cars go for when you don't need them, but might need them, like, immediately later. Sort of like Five Guys? Yeah, it's a little bit like Five Guys. So it's like Wendy's. No, it's better than Wendy's. It's still not great, but it's like, it's a decent one. I like how Moobot banned the ban cat. It banned my friend who made the game. Good job. Climb up? Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm climbing up. Oh, you mean like, oh, jump to the, like, back and then go forward and then die. So if I just go up a bunch, what's a lot? It's like some, but more. What's a car? It's sort of like a house, but it moves, but it's not a motorhome. But it holds things, and it's really small. It's sort of like a studio apartment that moves. So Five Guys is sort of like a normal parking lot, yeah. What's a girlfriend? It's sort of like a boyfriend, but it's a chick. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Just... no. This will work out eventually, I swear it. Thank you for teaching me these human things. No problem. It's one service I provide on this stream. There we go. Is a car a metal sandwich with people in the middle? It's more like a... let's not get into that. I was gonna answer that, but no. What is this game? This game is KUSO. And it is made by my friend who gave it to me for free. What is sex with a stripper in the shower? A really uncomfortable thing to bring up to someone that you're giving a ride to. Especially when, like, the options were, like, bail out of the vehicle. Like, a pedicab is a pretty precarious vehicle, really. It's literally a bicycle, but it's got extra seats. And you can sit in them. right? And they have to pedal a little bit harder, but you know, it gets everyone to a place, and the people in the back don't have to do anything. And you typically see like really drunk people use them on 6th Street, which is where we have all our bars. I'm not sure what's deadly in this game. If it's moving, it's deadly. If it's white, it's also deadly. Moving white things are generally deadly. Yeah, that's about everything. So anyway, we'll probably go to the Trail of Lights again this year. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. She's gonna go visit her parents sometime soon here, so maybe when she gets back, we'll go before the kids go. You gotta go in the middle of the week. I mean, I've got work now, too, so that's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'd rather... I think petty and pedicab is supposed to be spelled like pedestrian. I looked up pedicab and it looks like a chariot driven by an idiot instead of a horse. Yes, it is basically that. And like all the dudes who use them are like ultra fit, because you basically have to be, because you gotta lug around like, you know, 50 pounds of like pedicab plus yourself, plus like 400 pounds plus of jackasses in the back seat, so you know. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been stuck on the same part for, I don't know, a couple minutes. And it's mainly because I'm not doing anything different, but I'm expecting a different result every single time. And people would say that's the definition of insanity, but it's actually not. That's not how the DSM, the Diagnostic Scientific Manual for Psychology, I forget what the actual acronym of DSM stands for, but the thingamajig that says whether or not people are crazy or not says that insanity is. I don't think it actually has a technical term for that. You gotta be a little more explicit about what kind of crazy it is. But that is not one of the ones that's covered. You know, repeating things. In fact, I don't even know where that started. It's not actually a thing. What if like you remember that show? It was like Puzzle Taxi or whatever, where it was like a guy would just like, was it Prize Taxi? Does anyone remember that show where there was just this really smug asshole and he would like pick you up in a taxi and then like ask you questions and make you feel like an idiot and you're just trying to get somewhere? Cash Cab, thank you. Yeah, what if Cash Cab was like that, but instead it was a pedicab? And so while, like, he's asking you questions, he's swerving you through traffic, almost getting you hit, and... yeah. Yep. Eh. I don't think it's a fake taxi, is it? Did they ever do, like, a porn remake of Cash Cab? Because that seems like, what is Cash Cab? It's, like, literally a guy... You get in a taxi, right? And then the guy's like, welcome to the Cash Cab! And the guy, or chick that's being picked up, is like, oh my god, I didn't know! And then the roof is strobing and stuff. And then that's how you're supposed to know that you're in the Cash Cab. And then he starts asking questions and you can make money while you're on your ride to wherever it is. And that's how long you have to answer all the questions. And the more questions you answer, the more money you make. What game show do you think you would do the best on? What? Oh, wait, what did I do? Oh, pressing the middle stick, or the right stick down apparently destroys your save point. I'm not sure why you would ever want to do that. They screen the people beforehand and then tell them to take a cab to the studio, but they don't know that the cab is the studio. Oh, shit. Like, so, someone asked, like, what show would I, like, try and get on if I, like, wanted to, like, be good at a game show? I think I would... I think I might try, like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Because, like, the average winnings on that show are, like, 30,000. So even if you're a dumbass, you can still make a little bit of money. Although, like, and no one watches it. That's the other thing. Like, with Jeopardy and stuff like that, people still fucking watch Jeopardy. No one watches Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I don't even know if that shit's on the show, or that show's still on the air anymore. You know? So, because no one's watching it, if you do something really dumb, and, like, people find, like, no one will find out. You'll be able to get away with being really stupid. But in the case of, like, Jeopardy or whatever, you have to be smart enough to get on the show in the first place. You know? And I'm not. I'm dumb. This might be, like, shocking for you guys to hear, but I'm really dumb. I don't know a damn thing. And I've just realized that, in fact, I've actually gone in a circle, and I don't think that that was what I was supposed to do. I'm gonna try real quick to see if maybe this is where I'm supposed to go. Family Feud? Yeah, that's where your family gets to see how dumb you are. And that's not ideal. So, where the fuck? I'm doing this wrong. I mean, like, tax on money that you've made on a show. As long as you don't spend all of it before you have to pay the tax, you're fine. You just hold on to it until you get all your earnings, and then you do the thing. If a TV show offered you cash to make a brand new game show, what would you make? Fuck. Okay, how about that as an idea? Like, literally, it's, they do like, you apply to be on the show, and then they do research about you by asking your family and stuff. No, this would be really easy to cheat. Yeah, they ask you shit about your life, and then you have to answer it. See, I'd even be bad at that show, because I don't remember things. Like, you want to know how bad of a son I am? I don't know when my mom's birthday is. Or something where, like, you win the same amount of money regardless, but, like, it's just funny to watch. I don't know, that's just, like, that's like hole in the wall or whatever. I mean, Tilda's is, like, 2 weeks before mine. And it was the day that I was supposed to be born, but wasn't. So it's nice and easy to remember. And it's just like a different thing that we do every day the year, or the month. You know, one holiday every day of the month. I saw that droplet coming down and I overreacted, like, way too much. Okay, I'm safe here. Bring back Double Dare. What about, Legend of the Hidden Temple? Apparently there were a lot of accidents on that show, and they had to, like, cover shit up. They had, the host come on. He, like, did an AMA, and he was talking about how much, like, crap they had to deal with. Like, the just stands broke once. What about Legends of the Hidden Temple, but it's a blood sport? I don't think that's legal, but, like, what if? I think televised blood sports are probably the wave of the future because, I mean, like, we clearly live in, like, the worst timeline, so it's probably that, right? You know? I'm just gonna keep going, just keep going. Like, if you don't put together that silver monkey, they just, like, straight up chop off your head. Yeah, the Hunger Games. Yeah, basically the culling, but in real life. Or the Hunger Games are like, Battle Royale. Or PUBG. What about PUBG, but it's real? I've literally made an awful thing. Why did I instantly go to Bloodsport? It wasn't instantly. There were a couple of steps in between. What if, like... Oh, hey, I can, like, stand there. So I will. Okay, so then there's that. So cool. This is happening. Great. We're doing it. We're making it happen. It's Running Man's plot? Okay, I'm actually gonna pause and top off my coffee. I'll be right back. 1 sec. There is a show where you do your favorite video game. You guys want anything from the kitchen? There's coffee. I made a cake the other day. It's like not that bad. Oh, shit. I spilled some into my chair. But I'm going to be real lazy and just sit in it anyway. There we go. What's up? I got jeans on. It's fine. Anyway, back to this game. Oh, fuck. The disappearing platforms. We're not doing that. Why are you evil? There's gonna be a section where they're all, like, disappearing, isn't it? Wipeout, but, like... What about Hole in the Wall, but it's serrated, like, edges? You can turn any game show into a blood sport, just like, if you fail, you die. Wasn't there, like, a movie called, like, The Cube? It was, like, a British movie, and it was, like... They had, like, walk through rooms, and then some rooms had, like, guys with chainsaws and shit. Mega Man, but real. Family Blood Feud. Yes. Did you mean The Running Man? I don't know. I've never seen The Running Man. Apparently, I'm quoting it at this point. Which is cool beans. I'm gonna die. If King of the Hill ever got a licensed game, what would it be like? They had, like, an episode where, like, Hank played a game about... It was, like, GTA MMO with propane and propane accessories. It's, like, really stilted. I'm gonna call it, like, within my lifetime, there's gonna be blood sports on TV. And it's, like... It's not even gonna be cool like in the 80s with like Mad Max like stuff. Like Thunderdome. You remember Thunderdome? You probably try to forget Thunderdome if you've seen it, but like remember Thunderdome for just a moment? Like it was alright. I mean, I guess MMA is kind of a blood sport because you could totally die. And then there was that guy who died in Stalker, was it? I forget. Did I ever take that Homestuck God Tier quiz? Yes, I did. It's on After Hours. Okay, we're just gonna... Rugby. It was rugby that a guy died in. There's a YouTube video about it. Yeah, I don't really want to watch a YouTube video where someone fucking dies. Also, why is that on YouTube? But I can't say fuck. I can't say fuck without it being an issue on YouTube, but apparently you can put people dying on YouTube, so that's cool. Anyway, there's that. How do I feel about Homestuck's ending? I didn't read it, so I have no opinion whatsoever. What is the general consensus? Then my opinion is the opposite of that. Just to be contrarian and a dick. Football is a really slow but depressing blood sport where they die years later of, like, depression and brain injury. I mean, I guess that's true. It's, like, not the fun kind of blood sport where people die in, like, cool ways. Like, flipping a motorcycle. Like, if you flipped a motorcycle and then, like, caught fire, like, it's like, how'd your uncle die? Well, you know, he flipped his motorcycle on the blood sport, and he was trying to win a little bit of extra money, and, then he just exploded. And he caught fire. Oh yeah, I remember that episode. Yeah, it was cool. See, that's a cool way to die. Dying like many years later due to like depression and brain injury is not good. That's not fun. It's not even cool looking. It's just depressing. What if it was like Speed Racer or like Wacky Races, but it was like really aggressive? Aggressive Wacky Races. They tried to reboot Wacky Races, but they only brought back like 2 of the characters, so it was kind of awful. Tilda liked it. I thought it was kind of dumb. Pickle and Peanut's good. Everyone hates that show, though, apparently. But we have a good time watching it. Shaq O'Neal plays 80s Adventure Bear. Just like an OC version of, if you ever watched Tailspin. It's good. Like, the latest episode has him in it. It was pretty funny. I just described Death Race 2000. 2000 was such a cool year for movies, because everything could just be called something or other. And then it was like, that one, but 2000. I should probably stop talking about death sports, because, I mean, eventually it's going to get offensive. If it's not already offensive. I'm not really sure where the line on blood sports is. Like, how long I could be talking about blood sports before it's like something people don't want to hear about and are offended by. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Oh no. Don't be like this, dude. Ah. How did I beat that screen without dying once? What the fuck was that? No, I died once, but still. Eh. Okay. Just gotta, like, slightly tap it. I'm just gonna keep ramming my face into this fucking wall until it works out for me. I'm slightly off, like, tempo for it. No. See, this is not working. Fucking... Good. Alright. Now I just gotta make it through this one. Aha! Through brute force, I've made it through the It's got a bit of a Caravan Palace feel on this song. I mean, I get the point of all of these puzzles and how to do them right, but I'm also really not good at this kind of game. So I'm just gonna bash my face on things until it works out for me. This is not a deathless run. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's not. Again, all of these deaths are definitely intentional, but I wanted to show, you know, all of the death combinations that could possibly happen, and that's definitely why I'm dying repetitively, not because I suck at video games. I think I've talked about this before, but whenever someone asks me, like, hey, you're a streamer, like, they don't understand streaming, and they're like, so people watch you play video games? Are you really good at video games? And I'm just like, nah. They're like, why would they watch? And then I'm like, I don't fucking know, honestly. They do, though. And they're like, okay. Are those little me's going through? Is this environmental storytelling? Oh, I see. Oh, fuck. This is not gonna be fun, is it? I think that's the trick, is that if you're not good at something, at least be interesting at it. Maybe that's worse. Aha! There it is. That's the difference between a streamer and a speedrunner. There are some speedrunners who are really interesting, like Hootie is. But he actually, like, practices games. I just, like, play them blind. Like, this is the first time I've seen most of this. Like, the first couple of levels he had on display at TMG. So I played them before. It didn't stop me from dying to them repetitively. But, you know. Just so you know. No. Ah. I could have gone many ways, and that was not the way it was meant to be. I see. This is just a thing now. Felt really awkward the last couple of days. The deluxe edition for Star Wars Battlefront came out, which meant that because, you know, I'm working at a combination bookstore / game store, we were also selling that, and so people were like canceling their pre-orders. People at work were like, "Oh man, it's gonna be really bad," except for my boss, who was like, "You know, they're always gonna complain about something," and I'm like, "It's pretty bad." And he's like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "Have you read anything about this?" And he's like, "I don't know. It's probably not that bad." I don't know. I told him basically there are no ethics in retail. Like, I can be ethical with you guys, because basically not only this is my thing, but also because my job kind of depends on it here. But, when retail happens, yeah, it's not about being ethical. There's none of that shit. I'm just selling people shit if they ask for it, and then it works out. Also, I don't know if this is what you intended, but I did it anyway. Cool. I take it that's a gun? No, it's just a splitter thing. So, you know, there's that going on. And then just... What's up? What's up? What's up? I mean, that was like... Pro strats. Pro strats. See, I'm actually good at this game. I'm actually very good at this game. Guys, listen. 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 I'm good at this game. I'm good at this game. I'm good at this game. Ah. I'm good at this game. This looks like just fun waiting to happen. I don't know why I'm not getting killed by that, but there wasn't no time to turn around. It was just, I had to go with it. But yeah, apparently a lot of people canceled their pre-orders, and I'm like, damn straight. I mean, I don't get commission or anything, so it doesn't really matter if, like, they cancel or not, but, like, it looks bad on my ratings if, like, people cancel, Where the fuck am I going? If people cancel their, like, pre-orders. But again, I don't fucking care. People buy Funko Pops all the time at work as well, and it's just like... Beanie Babies 2.0. I mean, like, yeah, if people stopped pre-ordering in the first place, it would probably be good. Did I play City Skylines? Yeah, I've got a couple of videos on City Skylines. They're both on After Hours and on... excuse me. On that other thing. The highlight channel. We're all dead. I have to actually jump on the flame thing, don't I? I'll pre-order a game if I'm going to stream it, and I just want it preloaded, but other than that... I mean, I pre-ordered Watch Dogs, and I think I pre-ordered Deus Ex as well. Human Revolution was good. Watch Dogs was not, but I had planned on streaming both, so it was fine that I did. But still, like, yeah, I would be upset if I was just like a normal consumer and I had pre-ordered. Well, basically, Watch Dogs sucked. That was awful. Oh, those are deadly now. That's cool. I'm just sort of going with it. I kind of assume that I'm going this way. I liked Watch Dogs. I liked the aesthetic of Watch Dogs, but I didn't like, you know, the fact that it ran like ass, and if you were driving, you basically couldn't play the game. And Jesus fucking Christ. That was awful. I don't know. I avoid pre-orders just in general now, because it's just not worth it. Is this a spiritual successor to VVVV or something? Not as far as I'm aware. This is probably a spiritual successor to Love, but I never played Love. I see. Well then. KUSO is the sequel to Love, which Terry Kavanagh said he played way before he came up with V. 5V? Well, that's another thing that people do at work that's ultra cute. When they give me their phone number, and they just make up numbers. Like, they'll just go, oh, okay, yeah, the number is 512 3 3s 5 7s 8 6 9 5. And I'm like, excuse me? Yeah, it's 512-985-876543. It's like, what? This is a guy that came in the other day and he's like, are you fucking high? Did you take mushrooms before you came to work? My number's 512-989-96538-57. And I'm like, that's entirely a different number. You're just saying numbers now. Are you fucking with me? Is this a joke to you? Is my job a joke to you like it is to me? Fuck. We got seasonal hires too. We have to like sort the games. And so I'm like training them because I've been there for a month, so that makes me like senior, which is awful. And I go, okay, so here's like the 360 section. So you put like the games that, you know, need to be put back on the shelf in order. So like, you know, here, take this one, Crackdown, right? You guys know Crackdown? The shelf is in alphabetical order. Now, you would think that Crackdown would be put, I don't know, near the C's. Like before Crisis, but after, like, whatever, right? No, this kid, I hand him Crackdown and he puts it after W, and I'm like, okay, good try. Yeah, I'm glad I don't, though. Sad Vega. but yeah. Crackdown would be before Crisis, which would be an easy mistake to make. Go, oh yeah. But it was just like, dude. So I go, no, that starts with a C, so it would go near the C's. Here, take this one, Borderlands. Where does it go? And then I think he put it after S, and I'm like, literally, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, child, I can't babysit you. You're gonna have to learn the alphabet. You're old enough to speak and work a job. That means you're at least, like, 18. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? How did you get a job here? Is that why they didn't check my resume? Like, they must not have. Because, like, my boss, like, when I go, yeah, I need some time off so I can do art, he's like, you do art? Like, yeah. So he doesn't know about this. He doesn't know about stream. No. I'm like, child, like, I really want you to, like, grow up and have, like, wonderful experiences in this life. I want you to have the best possible experience at this, you know, just above minimum wage job that we've got. But for fuck's sake, kid, just... He doesn't know about streaming, or he doesn't know about me streaming. I don't think he knows about streaming too much either. I can tell that, like, if I jump at the wrong time, I'm also just, like, permanently going to be fucked. Maybe I can, like... No, that doesn't work. I need to just be faster than it. I mean, I think falling down did give me extra time. That wasn't right. But, like, you know, if I fell down in a way that made sense... I keep ignoring the landing to my left. The landing to my left, I have to make it. Do I prefer that people know that I mean, I was kind of afraid that they would know that I streamed. What do I draw / paint? I mean, you can go check out my website, at colinmullin.com. COLINMULLIN. There's an achievement for beating it without touching those safety side platforms. I mean, it may just happen for the sake of it happening. Like, if I just get on a roll where I can, then I will, but, like... It's fine. We're having a fun time still. This is still a fun game that I enjoy. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it too. You can buy it if you want it, because I'm enjoying it. Definitely. I think this section's gonna be the death of me, man. Oh, I was so close. And then I just, like, fall, and then I go back up, and then... Oh, fuck! Once it starts getting really close, I need to just fall, and then drop to, then be able to continue to progress. So, like, there, I can just do that, and then I fall again. No, that's not working. That's not working at all. I mean, I'm not even trying to go for the achievement. I'm just trying to beat this section. Please. Will I use the side platform at some point? I mean, yeah, eventually. I'd have to make it to it first. Good. I'm glad that the gun that's shooting the geometric patterns is also death. It makes me feel great about... It's just... It's death all the way down. Like turtles, but it's death instead. I can do it. I can do this. Is the zigzag down the right choice? Because I feel like it is, but it's also feeling like it might not be. Because it does allow me to, like, continue progressing upward, but also it does feel like I go up 2 steps, go down 1. Death. I mean, I feel like I've already taken one of the safety platforms, so it doesn't even really matter, and, like, achievements are not something that I care too terribly about. Great moves. I'm proud of you. Thank you. You shouldn't. Munchie Buttons, thank you for resubbing for 25, and now you can have daddy problems. Good job. I mean, it's a solid point. Like, it's not so much that, I mean, it's just like I want to be able to, like, talk guff about work. It's why I don't tell you the exact name of the place that I work either, so that way, A, people won't show up there asking for me, and B, because, then I can talk shit about it. Like, company guidelines say that I can't talk shit about work, but if no one knows where I work and ever knows where I work, then I'm not breaking the rules. Right? Chainsaw Joe, thank you for 29 months of support. I almost said 30. Fuck it. You had 30 now. The platform on the left? Yeah? I see it. I gotta make it to it first. I gotta make it. I gotta make it. I can do it. I got it. I got it. Forbes released their, like, top 30 under 30 list. You know, the list of 30 people who did something cool. That are, like, I don't know, entrepreneurs usually, like, people who have done the good, and they're under 30 years old. And I realized that, like, this year was, like, technically my last chance to pull that off. And I'm pretty sure, like, Forbes hasn't contacted me. So maybe they, like, got pictures of me somewhere else. But I'm fairly certain I'm not on the list. And, so that was my last chance to get into Forbes 30 under 30. It's one of those things when you see, like, child geniuses and fuck yeah! Woo! Sorry. Shout out to child geniuses. You did it. I mean, I guess it's true, there's only so many game stores in Austin, but I also could be lying to you about if I'm working at a game store or a bookstore. I can, you know, instead of Crackdown, it could have been like Call of Cthulhu, or like, I guess you would alphabetize it by author. Now I'm showing my hand. But yeah, I'm gonna be 30 next year, which is an awful feeling. But I mean, I guess it's just how being old works. Like, age happens. Time is an elusive beast that constantly comes for us. This is getting too depressing. I actually like being... I think I'm gonna like being 30. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as all that. Because, like, then I think I can rent, like, U-Hauls now. I think I could do that already, but, like, I'm gonna use that. I'm just gonna rent U-Hauls all over the fucking place. Just, like, block traffic. Use up gas. Back up. Parallel park a U-Haul. I don't know. Video games aren't fun sometimes. Sometimes it's better just to use a U-Haul. Just play with a U-Haul. It's like when you have, like, I don't know, micro machines, and you always have, like, the truck and the sports car. Those are, like, the two that you gotta have. Right? But, except for it's in real life, and I can't afford a sports car, so then at least, and plus, like, if you have a sports car, it's kind of a tiny dick thing. But, like, I don't have a tiny dick, so I'll rent a U-Haul instead. I'm just saying. There we go. Smooth. Like butter. Is butter smooth? I mean, it's not chunky. I guess it's smooth. Just, I really wouldn't define butter as smooth. I always keep it in the refrigerator, you know, because I don't want, like, salmonella or whatever happens to butter. Wait, what? Oh, this was totally fine to just drop like a stone. Oh. Oh, great. Like, butter is more of like, it's kind of hard. Like, butter is not known for being a solid substance. I'll give you that. But, like, it's not smooth. Like, it goes on all, like, chunky and stuff. Like, it gets caught in, like, the grain work of the toast. And then it's just, like, there in, like, chunks. Because I don't, like, melt it before putting it on bread. I just, like, slap it on there. And then it melts and it tastes great. But that's, like, cold butter. For those of you that weren't aware what cold butter was like, I've now explained it to you. Clearly. If you have enough money to, like, buy internet, but not enough money to buy butter, or you just don't buy butter, I guess you could just not buy butter. Like, maybe you just aren't into butter. I can understand that. It's kind of weird. It's just like lard? Right? I don't really know what butter is. You know, it's one of those things, like, I don't want to know how the sausage is made. I don't want to know how, like, butter is made. I don't need to know that. Like, you churn it. It's like ice cream. Just like, I don't know, put it in a bucket and slam it with a broom for a bit, and then you got butter. Right? Margarine sounds like a nice word. Margarine would be, like, a good name for, like, a baby girl. You know? Margarine. Yeah. But you wouldn't want to name, like, a child Butter. Like, that would be just a... That's just asking your child to get made fun of. Although, if you named them Margarine, they'd be like, hey, I can't believe it's not butter. See, that's a really shit nickname because it takes longer to say than it is actually to, like, say the original name. Bacteria gets fermented Clostridium bacteria produce butyric acid, which makes the butter taste bad. Well, thank you, Bugsy23. I'm glad I know that now. Although I don't know how to pronounce any of those words or what they mean, but now I know it. It's sort of like EMC. Or E equals MC squared. Like, I don't know what I don't really know what that means. Like, energy times mass equals something other squared. Like, I get that, but I don't know what the fuck that's for, or why it exists. I know scientists get off to it. That's, I mean, good for them. Whatever gets you going in the morning, you know? Just like light travels at a certain speed. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm ready for that day now. My day's better now that I understand that energy times mass equals the speed of light. Okay, well, there you go. That's what E equals MC squared means. I don't really... I mean, I don't need that in my daily life. That's like the thing you say if you're smart in a cartoon. Like, that's on a chalkboard. Like, everyone's just like... Can you imagine if you were, like, an actual physicist and you just, like, slap that on the board real quick so that way, like, if people, like, come into your room where you're doing science or whatever, they're just, like... ready to have some smart shit go down. It's like, hold on, before we get started with this meeting about, like, I don't know, planks and quarks, I'm gonna just write E equals MC squared over here. Just throw it up on the whiteboard, and then we can all stare at it for a minute. I can do some long division if you guys are interested. Everyone nods in approval. They put on their white lab coats. Get some beakers. Just start mixing fluids. Just get some Kool-Aid out. Start mixing that. Did I just steal a joke from Freeman's mind? Did I? Am I describing the Big Bang Theory? I'm just describing, like, science. Like, what I think science looks like. I don't really know. I've never done science. I mean, I've done, like, science, like, in the way that, like, oh, I know a thing, now because I did an experiment, and then, like, based on my findings from the experiment, I now know that, like, I can plug a potato into my iPhone and charge it. But, like, I'm not ever gonna use that. Like, I don't know a damn thing. Am I well-versed in mixology? Is that, like, where you talk to people and then they like you? 'Cause no. Please stop dying. No. Fucking excuse me? Oh. We're doing this, are we? It's good. I like how this is supposed to be like an hour-long game, but we basically just didn't appreciate the fact that I just suck. Aha! I'm getting a very Mega Man feel from these things. I'm just gonna feel them with my face a bit. Anyway, I don't really know what I've been talking about this entire time. I'm just saying words because it's more interesting to, like, have me talk than just die repetitively. And then also not be talking. I mean, like, I've accepted I'm just gonna die a lot in this game. We're just gonna have reasons why. But at least if I'm, like, talking, then at least there's something to, like, concentrate on, aside from the fact that I suck at this game. And I think that's the trick, is really just to be talking constantly. So that way I can just focus, and it doesn't really matter. Because you guys aren't really paying attention to the fact that I'm sucking at the game. You are. Tilda just got home. Oh. Fuck. The main reason I watch you is because you suck at games, so that's good. Because you'll always have that. Like, we'll always have Paris or whatever. Except for... you always have me sucking at games. Like, that's a universal constant. Like, E equals MC squared. Okay. So, we probably won't be doing Sonic Forces today, just because, I mean, I've been going for about 2 hours anyway. So I'm gonna try and... how many levels have I done at this point? Because I don't know. There's no saving on this part, is there? Like, there's nowhere for me to, like, take a break. 3? I've done 3 levels? Or I have 3 left? I feel like I must have 3 left, because having... Are you coming near the end of the stream? I think so. Guy said this is the last one, roughly. Oh, okay, so we're almost done then. So this is like an hour-long game if you don't suck, and, you know, obviously I think this is meant more for the sake of speedrunners than it is for, like, casual playthroughs. So if this looks like a game that you want to, like, get good at, I would love to see this at, like, AGDQ. That would be really cool. I feel like that's what this game is meant to be, less so than, like, a, I don't know, strong narrative-focused platformer. Because if there is, like, a plot, I didn't read it, I wasn't paying attention. I mean, there totally could be, because that does seem like something that I would do. Okay, so, again, I'm making the same mistakes over and over again, but I just want to prove that each and every single one of these things is, in fact, deadly. Just so you know. Because otherwise you wouldn't know that, and you would just be wondering whether or not that one, like, Electro Slinky is deadly or not, and joke's on you, it is. Very much so. Oh. I was just waiting for that one to go away, and then I remembered that I was on the wrong platform, and then I died. What's the best time for this game? Do you know? Do you think you and Tilda will play more Tulip? We will at some point. Probably not tonight, because I'm running low on Steam. And, I kind of want to catch up with her real quick. But, probably sometime soon. We'll definitely do the Momoko stream sometime soon. What's your favorite Baby Hazel face? I like the one where she had, like, eye infection. And she was crying in the mirror because it looked like she was, like, hard up on drugs and, like, hungover. That one was great. I love that expression. I don't remember which stream it was that I did that one, but it's the one where she gets something in her eye. Like, there's a sudden sandstorm, like the Rude, and then it fucks up her eyes. And that's how her eye gets messed up. And it's just, like, never explain. That's great. It's my favorite. I think if the music was, like, more, what's the word? If it was metal or something, then this game would be a lot more frustrating. But, like, the music is just, like, here, ready to have a fun time with us, and not ready to punish us. It's just like, let's have a good time, guys. And I'm like, thanks, music. And it's like, no, thank you for playing my game. Except for, it also occasionally just sort of, like, spits at you. Not on you, but just at you. That's what this game is. Oh, my spawn point died. So we're gonna just pro move this and just... Well, I'm hoping that this helps you anyway, Natalie. I just sort of assumed that it was, then realized that you didn't actually say if it was or not, and then I was like, ah, well, maybe I shouldn't be an asshole. But I hope it is helping. Okay, we're good. Oh, there's one of those blades over there. We're gonna have to deal with that, aren't we? This is just sort of like a collection of everything that this game has to offer, isn't it? Just sort of the Mega Man boss rush of this game, where there's just things here now. Okay. We're dead. I like the music on this one, it's good. Do you have any advice for making videos? I want to make the whole recording footage making script part, but it seems... I mean, like... Just start with something simple at first, just so that way you can get things done. Like my first video on YouTube, scroll back to it. It's a Star Fox video. It's not good, but all the basics are there. Just figure out how to do things. Your first video doesn't have to be a good one. Just make one. And that way you can be like one video down. And then you can actually start making stuff. Because if you expect your first one to be good, first off, it's not gonna be. Because video making is hard, and no one starts off perfect. So you might as well just, like, get it out of your system that you're gonna make a bad first one. And just make it, you know? Can I just cheat and go around? I wonder if I can. Aha! speedrun strats. I want to try doing tarot cards. What's the most important things for designing those? Go look up what the things are. Like, learn what the cards are supposed to mean, and then try and figure out why the originals were the way they were. Like the right weight tarot deck, why it looks that way. And then, do whatever you want to interpret that as. I just sort of climbed this without really looking. If you wanted to be a real jackass, you could make a climb like this that does nothing. I feel like these lasers are easier than the ones from before where I had to climb up 2 different laser things. I forgot to, like, hit save. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no. No. Am I speedrunning this game now? No. I don't think I'm speedrunning this game with an hour and 41 minutes when the average playtime is like an hour. You found a bad. The minor arcana, I feel like, are the hard part of, the hard part about, tarot cards. Because the major arcana, you can kind of, like, there's so much information on them. Like, you know, Persona is a good, like, way to kind of figure out some of the major arcana, because it's such a big deal to it. I'm sure if you like Persona, you could go and, you know, play that. But, like, with the minor arcana, there's, like, no... The help isn't there as much. You know, everyone knows what the world is, I think, at this point. Death is about change and stuff like that. So anyway, there's that. There's that. But the minor arcana are, like, as important to the deck as the major arcana, because, like, major arcana is only special because there is minor arcana. I should get back to doing that, but I feel like maybe I should just do, like, I don't know, maybe, like, do the same thing but paint it instead, and then maybe do it off stream, just so that way I have something constantly to be working on for the sake of arcade. I've got that video that I'm doing, like, today, and I've got 2 others in the works. And I think I thought of another one. Yeah, so there's, like, 4 in the works. I don't know, it's nice to have something that's not streaming to think of, because sometimes, like, thinking up a good joke or finding a good game every week can be difficult, but, like, with painting, like, I'm kind of backlogged on stuff, so I've got a lot of inspiration on stuff that I want to do. And, I fucked myself. I keep fucking myself. And I kind of don't want to get caught, with my hand in the cookie jar, streaming with metal music playing, because Twitch is cracking down on that more, so it's just like, okay, I won't do that again. Fuck me. But I've started 3 videos, I think, for arcade, and then just did, like, the background things. What do I do for videos on demand? Yeah, basically, I just go, you know, this is when you start the video, or the playlist I have for But, I think I might go and delete that playlist, so... I mean, I just don't have any stock music, so that way if someone doesn't want to listen to the music, they don't have to. But for the sake of, arcade, I just have, like, a couple of different soundtracks that I go through. Royalty-free songs. What are VODs? Videos on demand. So, you know, like, After Hours, I guess, would count as a VOD. A VOD, if you will. I mean, everything is just whatever it is. I don't know, I'll probably save that discussion for an arcade, but... I'm alright, Toxic. The problem with using video game music as well is that I may not have the rights to do it. There's some games where I can't use, like I can't license the music, and then it's just a shit show. So anyway. Let's just keep dying repetitively. I'm just gonna die rather than try and climb back up that. That was the wrong button to press. Yeah, anyway, let's just keep going. I pressed the kill button instead of the save button, so that's cool. I like how I did it perfect that time. We should do an art contest. I could do an art contest, sure. I need to think of what to set the prompt as, but I might start doing that as part of Arcade as well. Is it against Twitch rules to play copyrighted music? What happens when you have a game that has copyrighted music then? I don't know. I haven't tested it out yet. What's Arcade? If you search RevScarecrow Arcade, I made a new channel that's just speed paints that I do. One's of building a... Aha! Press the right button this time. It's a good thing, too. One's a video of me painting the church in Pachinki, and the other one is a video of me telling a horror story from my life. It's good. And it gives me a little extra content. I hope to, like, expand it quite a bit. It should be, like, well within YouTube's new, like, algorithms. Should be, like, a good channel. They don't like video game channels anymore, so I'm gonna still keep making video game stuff because I like doing it, but, you know, I'd rather be doing art and stream, so I'm just gonna do that. Let's talk about something else. Oh, jeez, I just deleted my spot. Yeah, I mean, like, I think if it's the game's music, they'll probably give you a little leeway, but I try not play games that have copyrighted music in them, or at least, like, talk over it, so that way it doesn't show up. Because I'm going to eventually post the VOD on YouTube, and if I know there's copyrighted music, then I can't post it. Which is bad, obviously. Which is why I did all of Vice City without using the radio. Which sucked, because the game is not very good with the radio off. But, you know, it is what it is. Almost. See, that would have been cool had I done that right the first time. See, I'd imagine if you're a speedrunner, you could probably do that entire jig-jag without having to... Oh, okay, that's safe for me to walk through. And I think that's the end of the game. Yay! 100% completion with 1,512 deaths. Oh, and then that's a visual representation of what 1,512 deaths look like on the right there. So that's the game. Nice and short, one stream, one off kind of game. I got an F on everything. Apparently you can do better without using as many checkpoints. And it tells you in your time in hours, or minutes, and seconds, and frames as well. So you can be ultra precise about the shit. This is pretty bad. I did very badly. Well, anyway, I did it, sort of, so there's that. But KUSO, available now on Steam. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's got some weird artifacting, actually, on my screen. If I just click and drag, it fixes it. There we go. But yeah. I should probably just make the bandcast a, or Fred, I guess, a mod. Today's game on Chronog, by the way, is actually really good. It's this War of Mine, plus the DLC. Not the child one, but the other one. It's a good survival game. I recall it getting kind of easy near the end, but you might want to check it out all the same. See what you guys think of it. Because it was good. Oh, hey, it's that art I saw on Tumblr the other day. We're gonna check it out anyway. Digital Moonstone with this art that I'm gonna show you as soon as I can get it together. It's a combination of me and Mike's logos at the same time. 2-for-1 deal. Both at the same time. Both of us at the same time. Anyway, there it is. It's like Mike's gesture thing plus my gas mask thing going at the same time, though. So it's cool. I like it. I like the nice clean lines. I must have been a bitch because you had to have done that in one stroke. It's good. It's really good. Who did that again? Digital Moonstone. Cool. Then we got this one from IMJ8Chi. I'm pretty sure there's a way of pronouncing that that doesn't sound dumb. But this is a art from Darkest Dungeon. I might come back to that. But it says "Begone, thought," because it kind of sounds like he's gonna say that. Sometimes. It's good. Thank you for that. Then we got this one from the Dorky Chicken of my Sonic OC, Bubonic, the hedgehog. Kind of looks like a penis there. With his gross, fleshy feet and his ribbon arms. I like him. He's great. Thank you. Then we've got this one from Soshu. SHOSHU. Also of Bubonic. Or he just says "kill me" in his victory pose. It's wonderful. And we've got this one of all of our vine shrooms just sort of like rotating from ya boy Shane. It's like KY and then Dyer and then Vinny and then Yul, then me, then Darren, then Jin, then Limes, then Ima, then Hootie, then Fred, then it loops. Then we've got this one from Betchiga of Bubonic again. Yeah. You captured his face very well, thank you. Got the same laugh out of me, so it's good. Then we've got this one from Aquaria dash dash. Wait, Aquaria dash underscore dash dash dash. Or just dash dash. He posted it on Tumblr. I reblogged it on there as well. If you ever post anything on Tumblr, any art, just make sure that I'm tagged in it, RevScarecrow, and I'll reblog it. But yeah, some good arts here. What is the Renaissance doing there? I mean, that's a way of doing the 1,000-yard stare without having the stereotypical like Vietnam scene in the back. Any art that is of me that is not pornographic, preferably. I feel like I need to say that because otherwise, people will post porn, and I don't want to see more porn of me. I already know what I look like naked. I have to deal with that on a daily basis, and I really just don't want to. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna run an ad now. I really didn't intend to just play this, but I guess it worked out because it was just the right length. I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Thursday. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. So there's that. Bye!